Oh, Chris Carter. Oh, Chris Carter. Come here, you. Oh, boy. You know, you think Scottie Pippen's a hater. And it just goes to show you that it ain't just in basketball, it's in football and baseball. So he came out and called Ocho Cinco, the formerly Chad Johnson, overrated. He said, you an overrated receiver. Ocho was a good receiver. I always thought of him as a junior whopper, Terrell Owens. But I thought he was a good receiver. He just played for garbage teams a lot of times in Cincinnati. When he went to New England, playing with Belichick and Brady is a different system. But Chris Carter, who was known for only catching touchdowns, despite having more yards in Vikings history, was always in Randy Moss's shadow. Chris Carter is a hilarious dude because sometimes I don't know if it's the alcohol or the side effects, but he be saying some real trip out stuff, and he comes across kind of bitter. I sometimes I wonder if Chris Carter and Scottie Pippen are the same person because a lot of their banner and their manners are very identical. You know, I hadn't thought about doing this one, but I thought I'd go ahead and do this one because I remember hearing how, you know, Chris Carter sure got a lot of smoke. And then they can pick on Ocho, who had a really good career. And do I think he's a Hall of Famer? I don't call him a Hall of Famer, but I'll say it is. Some of the guys that they may put in, he can definitely move up the. You know what we used to say if we were basing it on the actuality, but the way they make some cats wait and the way they play around now, he might fool around and maybe being really good to very good might get you in. Because it's not the same standards no more. Funny story is, you got cats who are in their 20s, 30s, 40s, teens now, right? They got the old sportsman like mindset if we say who's a Hall of Fame, who's not. But the funny story about that is this: they're basing it on the old way. The new way is a lot more flex. So there's different cats who might get in the hall that I don't know. But I thought it wasn't so much it's the way he came at him though that trips me out because he always got some smoke for people. Chris Carter got something to say, just like Scottie Pippen. I want to see a room where they're just separated because I think they the same person, hairstyle aside and body type. I want to see them not in the same. Make sure they're not twins or not Siamese twins because these turkeys are two of the most hateful cats that's got something to say and they just sit there and they just like ready to just roll up on you. So this one caught me off guard though. I was like, wow, he picked on Ocho. Of course, Ocho went to Shannon Sharp and they talked about it on the nightcap. And they was like, yeah. Because Chris Carter was asked who his top five receivers were of all time. And he said Jerry Rice, Randy Moss. He said Megatron, which was interesting. He had T.O. And then he said Larry Fitzgerald or himself. Listen, you forgot about Marvin Harrison, you forgot about Michael Irvin, you forgot about John Stallworth. I can name a few guys. I don't think Chris Carter you better than Tim Brown. James Lofton wants a word with you out back. You know these turkeys be delulu and say anything. And this is another case, a classic example of you just gonna be saying something just to hear yourself talk. I mean, you know. But anyway. But yeah, this one was the latest. Chris Carter, coming for Ocho Cinco, called him overrated. How you feel about that? You agree with Chris Carter, or do you think he been on that Scottie Pippen haterade, been too much sugar and pitcher and stirring it with his straw or his spoon spatula? I mean, this turkey be saying stuff. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below, cause I read about it and I was reluctant, but I said, you know what? I'm so tired of Chris Carter. Chris Carter is just like Scottie Pippen. Y'all just need to go somewhere and sit your behinds down, count your money, count your blessings, count your lucky stars, midlife crisis, whatever you're going through, because y'all both just sound like y'all been hitting the bowl, hitting something too much, and y'all just be going on about cats and stuff that you don't need to. All right, peace. Hit like, subscribe. Welcome thoughts, comments. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free, stay true. I'm out. Peace.